This is a Volvo machine. It's a front loader. They use these machines to load these power poles. Actually, are logs right now, processed logs that are becoming power poles for the BC Hydro or other power utility companies. And it's a big machine, and I'm supposed to install this. Used an old radio, so I'll show you a couple of steps I've used into my installation. I've done a couple of these machines. I'm not an installer, so don't take my advice, but use this video as a tips how to make your life easier. So I've used a bracket on the right hand side. It's kind of a console there, so I use the bracket there. I'm going to install the radio like that with the ICOM screws that I have brand new, and I'm going to show you the antenna installation. So I'll show you the power. The power, I tapped into the power outlet right here, 12 volts, which is switched with a key. And because this radio is set for low power, it's going to draw only 3-4 amps, so it's not going to cause any trouble with that fuse. But the circuit is about 20 amps, so I just tapped on that circuit. Then I've used the old harness that the customer provided when they removed the radios by themselves, and I'll show you the antenna. For the antenna, I've used a mirror mount bracket antenna coaxial cable kit. So this mount, I have to tighten it, it's not done yet, but this mount is going to hold my antenna. I'll have to screw the quarter wave VHF antenna for this particular customer, so I have to trim it, tune it for this frequency, and I run this cable under this fiberglass roof. Could be plastic, but I guess it's fiberglass. So I have to remove some large bolts, like this one. There are 2 large bolts and some smaller bolts that helps you to get some space and have access to this little grommets. And you see some white silicone. So I've used a 3M marine grade silicone. I use in most of the outdoor sealing applications where I need a good sealant. It's messy, so you have to kind of wipe your hands or your tools before you continue your job, because you will make a lot of stains everywhere. And so I use some tie wraps. Then of course I'm going to mount this roof back in place. Then I've removed the speaker and another cover, and I removed the this console, the side console that has a bunch of controls on it. So when I got the cable from that grommet on the top of the roof, I run it here along with that harness. So I left these tie wraps uncut and untrimmed on purpose to show you where I put some tie wraps. So you see the tie wrap, it comes here and it joins to another harness and then continues with a power harness. Usually I put everything into a split loom like that one, but this is a used radio and I thought to do it a bit faster, not cutting corners of course. So in order to remove this control panel, you need to remove 2 of the side bolts using a Torx bit. So you remove this one, and when you drill this microphone hanger clip, you make sure it's clear behind. There are a bunch of cables as a harness, so you don't want